Well, good Saturday morning, everyone, and greetings once again from Radio Wasteland Records here in Midland. Looks like it's going to be a nice day ish for Michigan. Beautiful out. We've got that late summer, early fall feel happening here. And last night, if you got a chance, the harvest moon came up, and man, was it nice. Just a nice night. If you get a chance to see it tonight, well, hold on. Looks like there's some rain coming in. We may not be able to. So, well, we'll see what happens. But if you're not here in the mid-Michigan area, hopefully you can enjoy it as well. Hopefully your week went well. Also, it was a busy one here. As always, we had just a phenomenal vinyl drop yesterday. If you get a chance to go back and check that video out, please do so. Lots of great stuff left, including some fairly large items. And we'll talk about one of them coming up here in just a couple of moments, as well as cover this week's new releases and what we do have left. There's a couple of hellos to hit this morning, though. Let's see. Anne saying happy Saturday. Hope that Ozzy. We're going to talk about Ozzy. Let me know about that comic book too, Anne. What that was like. Chuck says good morning from the YouTube side. Thank you, sir, for being here. And Jeff T, good morning to you as well. So yeah, let's dive right into the new releases, since I asked Anne about the Ozzy. But the big one yesterday was Ozzy Osbourne's Patient Number 9. I guess Ozzy played 3 seconds worth of a halftime show at the NFL openers. A few folks talking about that yesterday, about how they cut away from him almost directly. I did see a little bit more of that on YouTube, though. We took a look, and it's Ozzy playing at a football game, rising up out of the center stage. And I think he was lip syncing. But again, it's kind of what you have to do, I think, nowadays. But anyhow, Patient Number 9, as we talked about on our new release show before, has 3 different variations. What we have here and available still is the indie exclusive on colored vinyl, on crystal violet vinyl, to be precise. There's also a black vinyl version. We don't have any of those, but I can probably get them. And the bigger one, which was a larger violet vinyl version that came with the Todd McFarlane comic book inside of it. And we had a couple of those go yesterday. Don't have any of them left, but if you are so inclined and you'd like that bigger comic book version, please let me know. I'm going to crack one of these open today and give it a spin and see what you think. I like Ozzy's older stuff because I am of the 80s. But we'll give this an objective spin and see what we think. But lots of great artists helping Ozzy on this. Jeff Beck, Eric Clapton, Taylor Hawkins, one of his final performances before his death. He appears on here. Tony Iommi. So yeah, we're getting close to Black Sabbath there as well. Duff McKagan, and of course Zakk Wylde on this. So Ozzy's Patient Number 9. I got 3 or 4 of these left in stock. So please swing on by, get one if you so desire. A couple more quick good mornings. Betty from Toledo saying good morning. And Nick, good. You want me to say it like that? I got that old radio voice, and I could probably kick that out there. Good morning. Never mind. We don't want to do that. And good morning from the UP. Hi, Lynn. Thank you for being here. Well, you guys are having a good day up there so far as well. A couple of Danzig releases. We do have 2 copies of Skeletons. One of them is the pressed on purple and white swirl with black splatter vinyl. One of 750, limited to 750 of those, and 1700 is the pressing of the electric blue. So this is probably going to be the only one of these that we'll get, but we may be able to get some more Danzig. But right now we've got one of each left in stock for you Glenn Danzig fans. A couple of copies of Roxy Music's The Best Of, first time on double vinyl, and I do believe it's colored vinyl, but it doesn't say so on the hype sticker, so I'll have to go through. But 2 LPs worth of some great I don't know, what would you call Roxy Music? It's just a little too soon for college radio alternative, a little too late for punk, post-punk, experimental, Sparks-ish. I don't know. They fall in that classic rock, experimental, almost alternative category, for me at least. For you, other folks there. But we got a couple copies of Roxy and some great stuff, of course, from them as well. 1 copy of the Olivia Newton-John reissue. And again, I think they really had to press these for release. I mean, she died just about 2 weeks ago now. So this was, I'm sure, already in the works, but it's billed as the 50th anniversary limited edition of Olivia Newton-John's debut album, If Not For You. I don't remember if this is on colored vinyl or not, but we do have that here in. And we did get a copy of Kendrick Lamar's latest. This is Mr. Morale. how's this, Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. So we do have that just black vinyl version from Kendrick Lamar. We got one of those in stock, as well as the latest in the string of reissues from Moby. I can't remember, was this week or last week? I think this is this week's, but Moby's Hotel, got a copy of that. And I saw some folks talking about this, that they're finally shipping this. We did get ours last week, but we still have a copy of Ted Nugent's latest Detroit Muscle. Something happened with the vinyl on this, and they delayed it like crazy. It was supposed to come out, oh geez, it feels like it was back in March or April sometime, but they finally did kick that out. Speaking of finally, we did get a couple of reissues that we have been waiting on, and finally found some available, but they're UK import versions, but cool nonetheless. We got a couple copies of Led Zeppelin 1, and for some reason, the back in demand, Pink Floyd's Wish You Were Here. We had a few of these last week. They sold almost, or 2 weeks ago, and they sold almost immediately. So I got a few more of a Wish You Were Here, but they've been pretty much out of print and tough to get. Speaking of tough to get, we did get a copy of Kate Bush's The Sensual World remastered version. So we did, I know a lot of folks were looking for Kate Bush, especially with the Stranger Things exposure she was getting. And then finally we got a couple more copies of Funkadelic's classic Maggot Brain. So these are in stock, new vinyl as well. So let's see here. Okay, so the vinyl drop yesterday, if you got a chance to see that, great. If you didn't, back up on YouTube or Facebook if you want to watch it there. But again, on YouTube, check that out. We had a lot, and I mean a lot, of higher end collectibles drop yesterday. Some Pink Floyd boots, a couple of interesting Pink Floyd albums, and a lot of Rush. Pretty much the entire, and I would know this, almost the entire Rush catalog, minus a couple copies of stuff that we were able to put out. And what was most surprising, and I think I hinted at this on a post on our Facebook page, just kind of reiterating our fast and loose policy as far as pricing of vinyl goes. We do try, as I said, to maintain the Discogs median price, but once in a while we get stuff that's rare or just tremendously beautiful that we put that up there. And no one was more surprised. I hadn't looked at my Discogs collection on the Rush side in quite a while. So when we had these Rush albums come in, the 200-gram ones, mind you, the stuff from the early 2000s, I was shocked to see that their Discogs price on some of them, like Roll the Bones or Test for Echo, counterparts, are way up in the triple digits. So it's amazing, but that does make sense because they've been out of press for quite a while. And Clockwork Angels as well. The original press of Clockwork Angels is way up there, but we just started seeing some reissues coming by in the $40 range. So kind of neat to see these. And so we do have some rare collectibles, but the one I really wanted to touch on from, let me look at my time, we're good here, was this one that we posted up the other day. And this is the Dark Side of the Moon MoFi, the original master recording from Dark Side of the Moon. And this is just, I swear, it's an absolutely pristine copy. Beautiful. Now, there were two versions of this. This is the first pressing MoFi from 1979. There was another one, I believe, in 1981. Sounds equally as awesome, but this thing just, I gave it a test play. We cleaned it, played it very carefully just to go through it. And holy cow, does this thing sound phenomenal. So if you have always wanted to pick up a MoFi release and you got a little bit of spare change, this would be a good one to start with. And long before the MoFi controversy kicks in, so this one is truly an analog production straight to vinyl. So fairly rare when you find them, and I think we do have that priced rather fairly in through there. Hey, speaking of MoFi, we did get some of these back in stock. We've got some of the original master inner sleeves. These are the ones that are half poly sleeve, half a little bit of paper on them as well. Now, that being said, I saw some controversy on some online videos from vinyl sites that are alleging that they're not using 100% pure polycarbonate in some of these sleeves. So I joke, oh my goodness, I joke. Don't get your vinyl sides in an uproar here. We've got plastic inner sleeves from the MoFi inner sleeves in stock. The 50 packs going on here as well. Couldn't resist. Sorry about that. Speaking of couldn't resist. Oh, cool. Yeah, great. Steve is here. And yeah, the Rush drop was very amazing as well. And Jeff's given us a little chuck. Steve, we do got some stuff for you. We're going to talk a little bit more about Rush, Steve. We're going to get you one way, shape, or form. I know you said you like some of it, but we're going to work on you on the later stuff. Okay, let me think here. Still no news on a record store day list. Oh, shoot, I forgot about one big thing. One huge thing. I can't believe I almost forgot this. One big collectible. Let me get in here and talk about this. That was added, was not in the video. This is just in our coveted corner spot in the display case. Made room a while ago after the Metallica box set, but now we've got another box set taking its place. And this one's a biggie. Oops, let me get rid of Jeff's comments there. Jeff's still laughing at me. There we go. So what we have here, newly added to our the high-end spot of fame, is this is the Iron Maiden box set, and this is called the Complete Albums Collection from 1999, or from 1990 rather, to 2015. And what this is, originally back in 2017, Iron Maiden started a reissue campaign where they were going to put out 12 reissues from that era from 90 through 15. And they sold the box set first with the first two albums. So you essentially bought two Iron Maiden albums and a mostly empty box set. And then it was up to you to fill them in. Well, what we've got in stock now is a filled in box set. So this has got all 12 albums that you would see featured there. Let me run through them real quick. X Factor, Virtual 11, Brave New World, Rock and Rio, Dance of Death, A Matter of Life and Death, Death on the Road, Flight 666 Death. No, that's not it. But Flight 66, the original soundtrack, The Final Frontier, and Vivo. So what you get, 12 albums, a total of 24 records. These things are all in just absolutely beautiful shape. And we've got a price tag of $600 on that. But that is an instant, almost completest collection for later Iron Maiden fans. And if you're interested, that is in our shelf for you to come take a look at. It'll sit here for about probably a couple of weeks before I put that up onto Discogs. So if you're curious or you know someone who might be, stop down or give a call and we can talk about that and work to get that in. So, okay. Yeah, I almost forgot about that, but I'm glad we mentioned that in there as well. So I am going to wrap stuff up. And as I mentioned, no news yet on the record store day. I'm still getting record store day emails that say, "Oh, the list is coming soon." It's coming soon, which means that they're starting to ramp up their stuff to get that out there. So I think we can probably expect the list within the next week, maybe two. We'll see what happens for Record Store Day, Black Friday. And I did put the event up on our Facebook page. We'll update that as needed, and we're looking to get our poster done soon for that, and we'll finalize all the details for that RSD. So let's see. One more comment kick in. Will's Rush page. Good morning. Yeah, we do have lots and lots of Rush in there, Will. Thank you for checking us out. Great stuff. As always, I may have to spin a few of those today, or maybe I'll wait till tomorrow when Steve Carlson comes in. We'll see what happens at that. Okay, speaking of our YouTube page, we are still creeping up there. We're getting around like 890 some odd subscribers. And I looked at the stats, which I really never do, and it shows that the majority of people who watch are not subscribers. So I'll kick in that request one more time to please hit that subscribe button if you have a YouTube account or a Google account. It'll work the same. Help us kick that up there. If we get to that 1,000 mark on subscribers, some stuff happens to the channel in which we should be able to begin. I don't want to say monetize because I'm not really into monetizing the videos. That's not why I do that. But we should be able to offer some items for sale through the YouTube channel, believe it or not. So we'll just have to see what happens, and hopefully we'll get there as well. Will is sending a friend our way. Much appreciated, sir. All right. Also, too, I want to mention that the dude is hanging out today. He's chilling on the floor over there, but he'll be here all day throughout if you want to stop by and say hi. We are at 716 George Street, just north of downtown Midland. Be a great day to do that as well. And Sunday tomorrow will be open. Well, we're open today from now until 6 p.m. and then Sunday tomorrow from 12 noon until 5 p.m. Closed again on Monday and Tuesday, and then back at it for the week after, as always, with another brand new batch of vinyl. What will we put in next week? I really kind of went far this week. All right, folks, stop down, see us. The dude here is looking forward to it. And we will talk to you next week from Radio Wasteland Records here in Midland. Don't forget to subscribe, and thank you guys very much for watching. Have a great one.